Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Makes his connection. Jumped on top of the pile.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Feeling some heat.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll run for it on 4th down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Running back searching for a hole. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Quarterback keeper. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense were always trying to get some tips, you know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. House from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Ballard. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On first down, here comes this offense. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. The Buckeyes come to the line and hurry up. They're going to ride this running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Here comes the hurry up. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Got his man quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Pulls his way forward.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. He wants to throw. Coming after it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Through the air, it's Howard. Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots and try to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Dropping back, it's Howard. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Judkins. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
On the move at the 30. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
3
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. DB's right up on the receivers. The give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Defense showing blitz here. Looking for space, it's Henderson. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll go hurry up here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. Powers forward. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And they'll try to tack on 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Ohio State.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this.
He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He's got an open man.
The first down pass complete to the wideout. Gain of 27 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this first down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get out of bounds and do precisely that. Could not have asked for a better outcome on that play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Aller trying to get to him. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This offense has a 2nd down play. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right. And I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of